In Court on TKO8 Television is brought to you by Campbell Bonding Company. Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
I'm going to provide that she'll reappear on the 16th of December. All right. We'll start with the inmates at this point. Calling 2016-335, 2016-106, State of Arkansas versus Jesse Gregory.
Your Honor, Mr. Gregory's made application to the Public Defender's Office.
On 2016-106, has Ms. Gregory been appointed on that case?
She has, Your Honor. I represent Mrs. Gregory in that case.
The court will make the appointment of the Public Defender's Office to represent Ms. Gregory in 2016-335. That case is for arraignment here today.
Judge, we'd waive a formal reading and enter plea of not guilty in the 335 case.
Plea of not guilty is noted.
And Judge, the new case is a Division III case. I think if we could move these together, one division or the other, I guess would be. But I think we've got a resolution. Maybe if we could package them all together, that would be in the interest of justice.
And Judge, part of our discovery that we gave this morning includes a plea offer, and there's already been a plea offer provided in case 2016-106-4.
2016-106, she appeared before Judge Putman last Friday and was entered a plea. Let's see. There's no notation of a plea having been entered. So on the charges in 2016-106, charges of possession of controlled substance, methamphetamine, D, felony possession of drug paraphernalia, D, felony possession of drug paraphernalia, and A, misdemeanor and criminal trespass. How does she plead on those charges?
Not guilty.
So I'm noting a plea of not guilty in 106. I'm also noting a plea of not guilty in 2016-335. Court will direct that the case 2016-335 will be transferred to the Division 4 docket to join case 2016-104 so that they're combined on the same docket. Plea of not guilty is noted. The court at this time will set both of these cases down, scheduling them for trial the week of June 5th, 2017, setting them for pretrial April 21st, 2017, and a reappearance on March 24th, 2017. So that scheduling order will be entered.
Judge,
in that case, I see there's a scheduling order already been entered in case 2016-106. At least it's listed here on the sheet.
Judge, in 2016-106, she was arrested on January 1st, 2016. She has a large number of failures to appear. The time from May 13th to August 5th, I think, is excluded. And from September 2nd to when she was last arrested on this warrant. So I think the June jury trial date may actually take us past one year, counting excluded time
Well,
from the date of her arrest.
I'm withdrawing my setting of the 106 case on that. We have her already set, don't we, on the... Or maybe we've passed the dates.
Judge, I think we've passed the dates because we've issued a summons to the bond company to produce her.
That's correct, Your Judge. The orders I have show August 22nd did not appear. September 26th did not appear. Fugitive alias warrant issued. So any scheduling order would have been old.
What is our trial setting dates in February here in Boone County?
The week of February 13th.
Okay. I'm going to set this for trial during the week of case. This is 2016-106 for trial February 3rd, the week of February 13th, 2017. I'll set it for down for pretrial on January 15th, 2017.
Your Honor, can I say something?
Yes.
I have my acceptance letter from the Title1. I have some else for her to fight in the way I can be released into rehab today to Tracy Lindsay.
I'm aware of that. We'll take that up here in a minute.
Okay.
I want to get the cases set. Your failure to appear in the past has disrupted the setting, so we're going to get those straight first, and then we'll discuss that.
Okay. Thank you.
Judge, does your scheduling docket say January 13th or January 15th?
Well, I guess I was looking at the wrong one. Excuse me, I was looking at the wrong docket. I'm setting it down for just a second. I'm setting it down for January 20th. That's the date of 2017 for a pretrial. Now, Mr. Gibson, I saw in something that you presented me that she's been accepted into that rehab program. What's the state's position on that?
Judge, the failures to appear in this case are so numerous that state would prefer that she stay in jail. In addition, when she bonded out on the first charge, she's now picked up a second charge, and we have little faith that she will continue to appear in court.
Judge, we've got a representative from and I'm going to butcher this, the Telestai House, and the underlying issue in most of these cases look like they're drug-related. Any time would be told to the defense, but if we can potentially help the underlying problem, that may help her out more than sitting in the county jail.
Well, I'm sympathetic with that, and in the majority of cases when this is requested, the courts approved it. But in this case, due to the past fact that she's been out on bond and we've had difficulty getting her to come to court, the court's not going to approve that as a mechanism for release at this point. Court has no problem with her going to that program, but I'm going to, because of her past failures to appear, the court's going to put her under a $20,000 cash or professional bond, which will require her to stay within the confines of Boone County, and as a condition. And I have no problem if she makes that bond with her entering that program and receiving the benefit of that program. But I'm not going to just release her to that program as we've sometimes done in the past. So that's going to be that's the bond issue in this case.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. You may be excused.
Thank you.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Hey there, shoppers, I got something to say. You know, Liquidation Outlet is how you can save the hard-earned money you make every day. You see, we got friendly faces when you walk through the door, and prices
always lower than the retail store.
We got Christmas trees, phone cases, candy galore, heaters, pillows, band-aids, even locks for your door. We got appliances, toys, and furniture too. Tons of hot deals just waiting for you. You know, there's so much product I can't fit in my rhyme. Go shop around and see what you find at the Liquidation Outlet. The Liquidation. Check this out.
You know, we should always remember to have a working smoke detector where we sleep. Let's go, let's go. Okay, we're all safe, we're all safe. In an emergency, you need a meeting place outside the whole family can meet so that you know everyone is safe.
Next matter I'm calling is 2016-328, State of Arkansas versus John Owen.
Judge, he's made application, if I may approach.
Thank you. Court's making the appointment of the Public Defender's Office to represent Mr. Owen.
Judge would waive a formal reading of the information in her plea of not guilty.
On the charges in this case of possession with controlled substance methamphetamine, Class D felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, separate Class D felony. Court notes the plea of not guilty. In Mr. Owen's case, this case is on the Division 4 docket. The arrest date is shown to be September 17th, so the court's going to go ahead and set it under the court's scheduling order for trial during the week of June 5th. April 21st will be set down as a pretrial date, and March 24th is set as a reappearance date for the purpose of determining the status of the case in terms of being ready for trial. Those dates will appear in a scheduling order. Are there any other issues to take up this morning?
Judge, I think bond set at $2,500. I think that's fairly reasonable.
I think he's actually bonded on discharge. It's a failure to appear out of district court. I think that's the reason he's in jail.
All right. Very well. You may be excused, sir.
Thank you.
2016-323, State of Arkansas versus Corey Eugene Skiles.
Judge, he's made an application, if I may approach.
All right.
It's like a Division 3 case.
All right. Court's making the appointment of the Public Defender's Office to represent Mr. Skiles. He's charged with possession of controlled substance methamphetamine, Class D felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, separate Class D felony. On those charges, how does he now plead?
Not guilty.
His plea of not guilty is noted on the record. This case is on the Division 3 docket. He's ordered to reappear next Friday in front of Judge Putman. That is, reappear on December 16th in front of Judge Putman. Any other matters to take up at this time?
None, Your Honor.
All right.
Stated, Your Honor. Thank
You may be excused.
Excuse me, Sheriff. Consider a bond reduction, please.
Our bond's currently set at $10,000. Your Honor, the last known address that we had for this defendant was in North Dakota. I'm a little concerned about what level of contacts he has with our local area.
I haven't been addressed once before, or I've been there for a few years.
You're breaking up. It's not clear. Maybe you need to lean a little closer to the microphone.
My address is 124 Colita Falls. I've been here like almost 3 years. My last driver's license was clear. I never changed it till I can.
Is that the same address that this call was made to that involves some sort of domestic dispute?
Yes, sir. Really, like 50 days ago, I locked up on that. That's what they.
Well, court set the bond at $10,000, and at this point, the court finds that to be a reasonable bond. If you disagree and can't make that bond, then you can take that up with Judge Putman, who's assigned to your case when you appear before him. The bond will be left at $10,000.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You may be excused. 2016-114, State of Arkansas versus Corky Anglin. Mr. Anglin's case is one of those, the first of many cases that are set down for trial next Monday.
Your Honor, I believe there is a plea agreement in the file. If we could bring him over after the break and allow me some time to speak with him.
All right.
Some supplemental discovery, too, that might be
All right. I'm going to direct that Mr. Anglin will be brought over for the afternoon session of court. And
I had an A. You said you lowered my bond, and then they put a.
We'll talk about this afternoon. We've got a long docket. I'm not going to take up time at this point to discuss this.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. So we'll take it up this afternoon.
Sam Alexander Pharmacy has expanded and is now offering many additional products and services. Their new pharmaceutical compounding area allows them to create products to fit the unique needs of a customer. They also have added Spinco orthotic shoes and sandals, Dr. Comfort diabetic shoes, baby gifts by Aiden and Anais, and toys by Melissa and Doug. Stop in today and let them help you with any of your specialty pharmaceutical needs. Sam Alexander Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy in Harrison.
I'm Randall. I work at the on-site lab at Dental Creations on the square at Harrison. Working with Dr. Wanda is great. She's taught me a lot and showed me a lot, and she gives us the freedom to get one-on-one with the patient. If there's a problem, we can actually come out of the back and do what's best for the patient. Having this on-site lab here with the doctors, that's really nice.
Dental Creations on the square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
Court is calling 2016-130, State of Arkansas versus Kurt Grunwald. Gentlemen, where do we stand on Mr. Grunwald's case?
Judge, he's set for trial next week. Depending on the resolution of the Laney matter, this will either be first or second out.
Okay, so you have it set as the second one out?
Yes.
Your Honor, I was able to meet with him last week at the jail. Defense is asking for a continuance to properly prepare a defense for this defendant.
The judge states opposed. I tried to get this case moved up on the docket to October, and that was not granted. The defense has known that I have been pushing this particular case, and it's already been continued, I believe, now at least once.
Wasn't on my motion. This will be the first time I believe I've asked for it, unless I'm mistaken, Your Honor. I just need some more time to prepare a defense for this young man.
Well, we've got a this is a relatively old case on this court's docket at this point. Are you saying that at this point you are not adequately prepared to go forward?
No, Your Honor. The defendant notified me last week that it was the first time he'd seen his discovery. So we are definitely not ready to move forward, Your Honor.
I would state that's not because the state did not provide discovery until last week.
And I believe a plea offer in this case was originally made back on May 28th.
Well, the court is recognizing that there's been significant turnover in the public defender's office. This is a case that has, because of the nature of the case, this is a high priority on this case docket. But in light of the statement of defense counsel in terms of trial preparation and in that regard, then the court's going to grant a continuance of this matter.
Now, Judge, that brings up another problem. The defense, as the court probably recalls, we had an argument about the 60-day rule. And the reason the court...
The 60-day rule.
The 60-day rule, whether charges have been filed and served on him within 60 days. The court made a ruling on that.
Right.
Then there was an issue because he was arrested 9 months and a week ago. And we don't want him released from jail. But that's exactly what a continuance, in essence, will do. And so if the defense wants a continuance, I want it to reflect a continuance of, say, from December 1st on. He's been held in jail for 9 months. The defense brought that issue up. And now, moving for continuance, giving his violent past, and now because he was in this court before for smacking a guy and breaking his arm.
Well, the court's not going to. The court's going to reflect that the continuance at defense request is going to. The court's not disposed to release him at this point based on the nine-month rule. In light of the fact that this continuance is specifically at defense request. So that this will be continued until, what's our January trial period?
You can use the first 2 weeks in January.
I think we start on January 3rd.
Right, start Tuesday, January 3rd. We can use the first 2 weeks.
They're not to ask at least until February if it's possible. There is a plea agreement. If I can just have some time to speak with this young man, I don't know if he's ready to accept that or not, but
What's our trial period in February? The 13th? Is that what you said earlier?
Yes, sir.
All right. This continuance will be until the week of February 13th at defense request, and that period of delay will be an excluded period.
Yes, sir.
Both for speedy trial purposes and for the 9-month rule. This is a delay that's exclusively at defense request, and the court is recognizing that the difficulty for defense counsel because of the transition we've had in the public defender's office, but this is not something that's occasioned by actions of the state, and for that reason, this will all be an excluded period.
Yes, sir.
It'll be set down for trial during the week of February 13th.
And Judge, can we have a reappearance date of January 20th?
Yes, we'll take this matter up on January 20th.
Thank you, sir.
Well, perhaps you should speak to your attorney.
Well, I've been locked up 9 months and a week. That's already over the 9-month deal. Why am I still being held?
You're still being held because you're the one who's asking for the continuance at this point.
A week after the fact. What I'm asking is,
Sir, you're being held for that reason. All right. The court's going to call 2016-182 State of Arkansas versus Christopher Rose. Mr. Rose also has cases 2016-229, 2015-122, 2015-124.
Your Honor, if we could bring him over in the afternoon, let me speak with him about a plea offer.
Judge, we have original plea offers for the hand to the defense right now. And discovery in one of the cases.
Jeremy, was that you?
All right, court's going to direct that Mr. Rose will be brought over for the afternoon session of court. We'll take up these matters. This is one that's on the docket for next Monday, so we need to make sure that comes up. 2016-280 State of Arkansas versus Stephen Foster. Court's file reflects that Mr. Foster has never been arraigned.
Your Honor, our notes reflect in November is when we found out that he was an inmate of the Arkansas Department of Corrections. We had him transported up from ADC for today's appearance.
Right. He did not appear on October 28th, and actually the court directed a warrant should be issued, but once it was discovered that where he was, that warrant was not issued. So he's appearing for the first time. This is for arraignment on charges of possession of methamphetamine or cocaine with the purpose to deliver a Class A felony and drug paraphernalia Class D felony. Have you made application to the Public Defender's Office or sought the representation of an attorney, sir?
No, sir.
What is your intention?
I need to get a public defender, sir.
Right. Well, application forms are available there at the jail. You need to fill one out and get one entered. He's up here on a temporary on an order to transport. Is that correct?
That's correct.
That's correct.
I'm going to direct that Mr. Foster be brought over this afternoon, and let's make sure we've got an attorney appointed and he makes contact with the Public Defender's Office. So we'll bring him over for this afternoon simply to make sure that gets done. In the meantime, sir, it would speed things up if you would get hold of an application, get it filled out, and be prepared to meet with the Public Defender's Office this afternoon. All right? You may be excused.
Even Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of a community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There is one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a crucial commitment to their community because just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud. Harrison has a Health Mart now. Sam Alexander Pharmacy, on the square in downtown Harrison. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
2016-306, State of Arkansas versus Billy Hunt.
Your Honor, this case is scheduled for a reappearance. The state has provided initial discovery to the defense, which is a copy of what we have at this time. The thing we're missing right now is the lab report. Crime Lab shows the testing is in progress, so we're waiting for that to be completed.
Well, he was arraigned in front of Judge Putman on November 4th. A plea of not guilty entered, and he was set down for today's date to reappear. To get on this court's scheduling order. The original arrest date was September 4th of 2016. I'm setting it down I'm setting it down by scheduling order at this time for trial during the week of June 5th, 2017. I'm setting it for pre-trial on April 21st of 2017 and a reappearance on March 24th, 2017. All that by scheduling order. Are there any other matters to be discussed at this time?
Not that I'm aware of, Your Honor.
Not by the state either, Your Honor. As soon as the Crime Lab report is completed and we receive a copy, we'll forward a copy to the defense.
All right. That'll be the order of the court. You may be excused, sir.
Sir, I had a favor to appear. I'm supposed to be doing the court today.
Pardon me?
I had a favor to appear. I was supposed to be in court today.
In court where?
I
Pardon?
had a favor to appear for possession of oxycontin. I'm supposed to be seen in court today. But
This is on another charge?
yes, sir.
Is that Boone? Is that circuit court or district court?
Yeah. Polly, do we have anything that shows that he has other charges?
We've got a revo on him.
2005-88, or an alias that was issued but was served back in September. It's an old revocation.
But it's not on our list today. Well, let's make a note to check into that. We'll at this point, we're going to leave it with the 2016-306. We've addressed all the issues in that for today, and let's check on it, and we can take that up another day. You may be excused, sir. 2016-295, State of Arkansas versus Samuel McLeod. We also have 2015-186 for the same defendant.
Judge, Mr. McLeod has a pending revocation in this court and then new charges that drew Division 3. Yeah, that's right. I have the discovery ready to go in the 2016-295.
Looks like the defendant has made, excuse me, application with the Public Defender's Office, Your Honor.
All right. This is... This is in regard to his revocation. Has he made application for representation in the pending case?
Judge, there was a failure to appear issued in the pending case on November 4th. He was served with that warrant. There was a summons issued for the bondsman to appear, but we now know where Mr. McLeod is.
Yeah. Apparently, he was arrested on December 2nd, 2016, in 2016-295. He was arrested on December...
Your Honor, he has made application on his new charge, too, if we could just allow that to count for both of them.
All right. We'll make the appointment. In both cases, for Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent Mr. McLeod in both cases. As previously stated, he failed to appear in front of Judge Putman on November 4th. Judge Putman issued an alias warrant. I guess that warrant is still outstanding from what I can tell here. Or maybe it's not. He was arraigned. He was served with it. Let's see.
Judge, I don't think he's been arraigned yet in 2016-295.
No, he's not been arraigned. So, I mean, what I'm saying is that he was served with the warrant on December 2nd of 2016. So from November 4th until December 2nd should be an excluded period in terms of that case. Mr. McLeod is now appearing, and you're represented by the Public Defender's Office. The charges against you are commercial burglary, Class C felony, theft of property, Class D felony, charged as an habitual offender. On those charges, how do you now plead?
The defendant would plead not guilty to those charges, Your Honor.
Plea of not guilty is noted. I'm going to put him on down to reappear on December 16th in front of Judge Putman to get on Judge Putman's scheduling order on that case. On the revocation case, 2015-186, on that case, he's on the Division 4 docket because this court took the plea on that. See where we are on that.
Your Honor, I show
he appeared on August 19th of 2016, entered a plea of not true, and was set down for a hearing on September 2nd. On September 2nd, He appeared and was found to be in contempt, and was sentenced on the contempt proceeding.
Judge, I believe on
Then there's a new. What I'm getting to. There's a new. Excuse me. I guess that's as far as this file goes. So I don't think he hasn't. He has a reappearance at this point.
No, Your Honor. I believe he was served with the revocation warrant at the same time he was served with the warrant in 16-295, which was December 2nd.
Well, this is my problem. Is that revocation case has been disposed of, according to the records.
Judge, according to the revocation contempt judgment, it looks like he appeared on September 2nd. When that occurred, my file shows a petition to revoke was filed subsequent to that on October 19th. The warrant was issued October 21st, and he was served December 2nd. So it looks like we have a new revocation.
Let me go through here, because I didn't see it my first time through the file.
Yeah, so it should be a new one, because that looks like it appeared on the contempt in September.
Thank you.
Okay, here's the October 19th. On October 19th, a new petition to revoke a suspended sentence was filed. You're correct. That warrant was served on December 12th. And, okay, what was confusing me was the judgment on the September 2nd proceeding was filed after he was arrested on the... No, it was filed after he was... the revocation was filed, so that's what was confusing me. I thought that had been resolved. So we have a new one. So there's nothing in the record to indicate that he's been arraigned on the new charge. The court has appointed the public defender's office to represent him. The pending petition alleges that
Judge, I believe the basis for the new petition...
The basis of it is the new charges.
Yes, sir.
For committing commercial burglary and theft of property. That's the basis of the new charges. On those, that case apparently was served with this petition on December 2nd. I'm going to set it down for, well, first of all, on those allegations contained in that petition to revoke, how does he now plead?
Not true, Your Honor.
I'm noting a plea of not true in the record on that, and I'll set it down for hearing on January 20th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Both sides need to come to court on January 20th prepared to try Mr. McLeod's revocation petition. All right. Mr. McLeod, you may be excused.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. This is Michelle from Nature's Wonders. All throughout this Christmas season, try not to get caught up in the hustle and bustle, but rather to soak in moments with family and friends, chilly evenings cozied up on the couch, the pure joy in a simple cup of hot cocoa, the lights and decorations around town, church programs and choirs, and all the things that are special to you, whatever they may be. Christmas comes but once a year. Let's embrace each moment. Thank you for shopping with us and for supporting local businesses. All of us at Nature's Wonders would like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
The Christmas season is the time of year to remember family and friends. At Shelby's, we know the importance of choosing just the right gift for that special someone. We've created a winter wonderland for your holiday shopping experience. Whether you are looking for home decor, gourmet foods, kitchen gadgets, or baby products, Shelby's can help you find that perfect gift. Stop in today and browse our broad assortment of holiday gifts and decorations. Shelby's will make your holiday shopping easy and enjoyable. Shelby's, simply elegant, surprisingly affordable.
We have 2000 for revocation. We have 2009-86 State of Arkansas versus Robert Curbo.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I believe he was sentenced by Judge Putman originally. I think the anticipation was that needs to be set over for next Friday.
Judge Womack took the plea in this case.
Well, that's right.
We're not sure which division it needs to go on. It drew for, the docket number is an even number docket number, but it's a situation where Judge Womack actually took the plea.
Well, in that case, Judge Womack was standing in for me when he took the plea, so it should come to my docket.
Well, I think Mr. Curbo had originally, Your Honor, asked you to recuse because you had previously prosecuted him. I believe that was
that was the reason Judge Womack dealt
ended up
with
the case, Your Honor. It wasn't a stand-in. It was Mr. Curbo exercised.
Okay, I'd step aside. I don't recall that at all. So, but that's fine. That's fine with me. We'll put it over on Judge Putman's docket, and I'll order him to reappear on December 16th.
Judge, with Judge Womack hearing the case, is it possible that Judge Putman recused as well? I could double check with Uni if you would like.
Well, what I would request, Your Honor, set it over for next Friday, and then I don't know if Judge Womack's going to be available to handle this the rest of the year. Right. So
my concern was, since it went all the way to Judge Womack, it's possible that Judge Putman recused as well.
Well, that could be possible. But if we would set it over there for that docket, Your Honor, his day of court next Friday, that'll give us time to check. Because as I understand, Judge Womack is already looking into cases that he's going to be hearing on the Supreme Court. So at this juncture, if I think that...
I don't think Judge Womack's going to be available.
Right. Yeah.
I think what we're going to have to do is just have this case continued. I'm going to show a waiver of the 60-day requirement in light of the time frames that are involved here.
Yes, sir.
So.
Let's just treat the next Friday as another first appearance instead of a hearing date. Make sure
Right.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm putting it down to appear in front of Judge Putman. I want to try to remember to discuss it with him about whether he recused, so that we can determine. In that case, we may need to have a new judge appointed to handle the case.
Yeah.
2014-145, State of Arkansas versus Christopher Morris. Is this for hearing today?
Judge, he's got a new case, 2016-234, that's...
He has even a newer one. He was arrested on December 3rd, again on a possession charge.
Has that one been set up yet?
I don't think it's been set up yet. But we did file this morning an amended revocation, so we include all of his recent criminal activity.
Judge, I'd ask that we continue the revocation hearing and try to, he's got now what'll be 4 cases. Well, I take that back. The
This is the one that I've already ruled on the underlying case.
And we're now crossing that case if we have not previously done so.
I think you've already dismissed that
16-140 has been null prost.
Right.
And
but you were proceeding on the revocation.
That's correct. In part because I could use this stuff on 16-140, and because of his new cases, we have added those to his revocation petition.
Well, this needs to be set down for hearing and resolve the matter based on the amended petition. The court's going to set it on January, the revocation in 2014-145 set for hearing on January 20th. That's how I'm going to deal with that. Now,
just to be sure, we're going on the amended petition filed.
Right.
Okay.
On the amended petition.
So we don't need a waiver of the 60 days.
Well, I think the amended petition changes the date that the 60 days starts running at this point. But we got to get him served with the amended petition. Has he been served with it?
Judge, I just signed it this morning, and so I'm going to assume that unless Travis specifically ran over to the jail in the last hour and personally served him, it has not been served.
And he's not been served with the warrant on the newer charges?
I don't believe that case has even been set up yet. I don't think we've typed in information, and if we have, I'd be shocked because it only arose in the last 6 days, and our function has really been trying to get this docket moved along.
Yeah. We need to get that. We need to get that done timely so that we can address everything on January 20th.
I think we'll be able to, Your Honor.
All right.
That includes a new one.
Mr. Morris, you're set down for hearing on January 20th on your revocation. You may be excused.
In Court on TKO8 Television is brought to you by Campbell Bonding Company. Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. This is Michelle from Nature's Wonders. All throughout this Christmas season, try not to get caught up in the hustle and bustle, but rather to soak in moments with family and friends, chilly evenings cozied up on the couch, the pure joy in a simple cup of hot cocoa, the lights and decorations around town, church programs and choirs, and all the things that are special to you, whatever they may be. Christmas comes but once a year. Let's embrace each moment. Thank you for shopping with us and for supporting local